And we're back with Deus Ex Mankind Divided's Jensen stories, System Rift specifically, and I'm your host, Alex Kogan. And yeah, so far, probably the best DLC of the two set during the events of the main game, which, may I remind you, should have been in the actual game. And so what has happened? Well, we got a call from our old sarcastic hacker and technician, Francis Pritchard, to do an errand that ended up being a job that David Seraph had gotten Francis involved with, and we're trying to get data on the Santal group from the Palisade, and at the same time uncovering other mysteries involved with it in the Blade, such as the death of a programmer in there whose death was swept under the rug and covered up, and also to deliver something for Shadow Child, a hacker friend of Pritchard. And so far, it's probably the best DLC. It's like a almost a mini campaign in and of itself, similar to the Missing Link DLC, which is the name of the DLC that I kept mentioning before, you know, with the tanker and hidden bell tower base, but I couldn't for whatever reason remember the name. Well, I remembered it, and that's what it is. So I'm trying to work my way up, but before I go any further, I'm trying
running diagnostics check in sector
to
1148.
find other stuff that I haven't yet.
Diagnostic sequence complete.
Been in there. How many points do I have? 2. I don't want to waste them. I've been in here. I have not been in here. So I'm just doubling back and backtracking a bit to see for anything I may have missed.
Routine maintenance of structure exterior underway.
Oh, more stuff. So much stuff. So many pathways, so little time. Like, they could have made this a main mission in the main game in and of itself. It's so expansive. It even has its own neighborhood.
Diagnostics check in sector 1175.
Clearly there was more thought put into it than
Diagnostic sequence complete.
the other levels than the other Tarvos level in the game. And I'm saving like mad, cause So yeah, unfortunately, I have to knock out even
Commencing
the
diagnostic
employees because they alert everyone too.
is operating at full capacity.
Another ebook. Alligator Knot and the Robots of Venus. Camp sleepover. Raunchy alligator astronaut back for a wild space adventure. Okay then. Very wacky kid story, and I'm in the women's bathroom. Always the women's bathroom. Every time. So yeah, I want to scope most of the place out before I go further up.
I don't remember. You spent so much time in the room.
Running diagnostics check. Piping integrity stable. Water pressure registering within normal parameters. Diagnostic sequence complete.
I don't see... There it is. Good. Now they can't see me. I love that. They really improved the interactivity of the environments, especially with these window foggers. I love it. Shawnee Tall War. Heard the gate close. Several locks lock, and the engine of the van was killed. Moment is to fight back. Sure, I got out quietly for now. I was giving each of my 3 kidnappers. Is she like riding a... Was she like kidnapped at one point? Heard the gate close, several locks locked, blah blah blah. Blindfolded enough so I could see them through my one eye. Took their masks to start talking to each other far enough from me that I couldn't tell exactly what they were saying. Could tell they were happy. Plan to kidnap me was 100% successful. All white men who spoke with Australian accents. Could see their faces. Tried to soak up as much information as possible. Had no idea of what was going to happen next. Want to make sure got out I could identify them. For now I had to give each of my 3 kidnappers a nickname. So was she kidnapped at one point? She's writing a biography about it. Because that's what it sounds like.
Running diagnostics check. Water temperature fluctuates.
I might have to... I don't know if the save bug affects the DLCs too, so at some point I might have to delete them and create new ones.
Diagnostics.
Holy crap, that's a lot. That is a lot. Ay.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Holy shit. Yeah, that was bad.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
That was close. Conversation out of the office with Mr. Hubnick. Might be something else going on in life is not on the radar. 2 days ago, he's expecting a warning. Chinese competitors are quite active. Wait a minute, we're in Ashani's office. According to the rest of the employee. Paid, retroactive bonus, workplace activity, surveillance report, divorce, family issues, divorce, no children, divorce, worse children. Sounds like your employees are all overtaxed. What did we get David for his birthday? Wait a minute. No, we're... Okay, so we're... No. We're not in Ashani's office. We're in this Trebliska office. Isabella Trebliska. So... we're not one of the big offices. In one of the big twos.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Wasted a stop. Praxis kit, that'll come in handy. They always come in handy.
Running diagnostics check in sector 1175.
Shit.
9.
Might have something. Keep you
Diagnostic
posted.
sequence complete.
And no one was the wiser. What are my objectives?
Diagnostics check psychology.
Se všema těma strážema a ochrankou se přes lobby žádný autánský terorista nedostane.
Anomaly detected. Trace program in access granted.
Address changed. Leona Rozalova. I think that's who we need to, whose office we need to get to. Camilla. Mold fumigation. Mode of silence again. Employee, Mr. Hubrick, value your work as an employee. Housing company greatly values being discreet. You were, comes to surprise me, you were vulgar, antagonistic, and intimidating towards Edgar Galinaski. He's a valid part of the Blade's daily operation. His condition is an augmented person whose topic that does not belong in the workplace. Understand the stressful nature of work and your recent demotion is frustrating. However, you know we simply cannot have these kinds of actions in the workplace. Oh, they were none the wiser.
Temperature readings in server chamber area are within acceptable parameters. Cooling systems functioning normally.
Bio. cell. The biocells are amazing. Way better than the granola bars I had to deal with before.
Just so you know, there's no need to worry. Your ears will get used to it.
My what?
Your ears. You can stop pretending they don't hurt. It's the elevators.
Human resources, I've been through there, so I've been through everything in here.
They're too fast. And the pressure from being underwater doesn't help either. It's one of the few downsides of working the blade.
Running diagnostics check.
Try yawn. It usually works for me.
Piping integrity stable. Water pressure registering within normal parameters. Diagnostic sequence complete. Warning. The facility's exterior maintenance hatch is open. Routine maintenance of structure exterior underway.
Located in Prague, the bank's iconic lake facilities.
I've been in there.
Largest and most secure data archiving vault.
Possible
Commencing
90. Approaching.
diagnostics check. Air purification system is operating at normal capacity. Diagnostic sequence complete.
I didn't like that. I didn't like that one at all. I also checked earlier while I was gone. Apparently, you can run into Slot in the building, and he can actually help you. So I'm trying to keep a lookout for him, although I don't know where he is.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Temperature readings in server chamber area are within acceptable parameters. Cooling systems functioning normally. integrity
Made a
stable.
mistake.
Water pressure registering within normal parameters. Diagnostic sequence complete.
How's that cramp doing? What? You've been sitting on your arse for the past 15 minutes. I assume you have some sort of cramp.
I believe there was something over here before, if I recall.
Standing in one place for too long.
No, it's just... I have a lot on my mind.
Don't have much in the way of stun ammo.
You know, what happened after the Zika bombing. It's just that
That you have a cramp and you needed to take some weight.
Excuse me.
That's what you're saying. Confirmed?
Take care of the area until further notice.
Whoa, that is big.
Awesome. Stand by. Stay calm. It was nothing.
Running diagnostics check. Water temperature fluctuation is within acceptable parameters. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Ah, we're on the top overhang.
Running diagnostics check in sector
There he is.
How's it going, Slaw?
8, 2,
Oh my god. I say mission was impossible, and still you do it, huh?
We were able to reprogram the passport.
I know. Only way you come this far is with good passport. You have augmented balls of steel.
Are you gonna be a problem, Slaw?
Put your engine in neutral, robot. It'd be better for me if you no get catched now. I can open this security door for you. Not even a robot like you can hack it. Through there, you can move through building out of the open. At least for a little while.
You wouldn't be able to tell me which server chamber belongs to Santo, would you?
I no get that far in plan. Sorry. Engineers no know which clients are in each chambers.
Thanks for the help.
Wait. I need you to do me a favor.
Like what?
After I open door for you, I want you to knock me out.
What?
What?
I want to look like I fighted you, so people think I be hero. I no want to look like I helped. So when door open, you do it, okay?
Oh, he makes a good point.
This just takes second.
Knock, knock.
There.
And good night.
Routine maintenance of structure exterior underway.
I was waiting for him to say something, but he took too long. I'm trying to reach you for all expenses paid trip. You went to the new Clear Snake River Resort in Detroit.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Well, he wanted to be knocked out.
Access granted.
Cameras. Okay, then. A smashed panel. Yeah, I know. That was silly, but I have a death wish. Nothing hidden here? No? Drat. Well, that was cool. I did not think he'd be right there, actually. I thought he'd be more out in the open, or maybe one of the offices, but no, he was in a side area the whole time. What was that, He was about to say something. Let me reload it again. I want to make sure I got every detail before I proceed. Especially if it involves either of those 4 bits of data involving the girl that was killed. Come on, game, hurry it up.
There. Door is open. Now hit me.
Very well, then. Not in the throat, Jensen. Jeez. Seek therapy, Mr. Jensen. Because your anger issues have anger issues.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
And because I'm a daredevil, get the explorer's bonus, get the traveler explorer's bonus, and I am satisfied.
Diagnostic sequence complete.
Okay, so I have scouted everything on this floor and this floor. Oh, I was here before, actually. Mold fumigation, fungicides, resilient, can survive under a wide range of environmental conditions. Even if 99% is killed, considered a failure. Fungus can produce millions of spores from a single one. Delivers the fumigation power full enough to achieve 99.7% mortality rate. Mold outbreak using inactivate can be vacuumed, clean remaining, blah 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 blah. Be sure to license mold specialist. Whoa! Gas. I wanted... Well, good thing I saved my points, because... Yeah, I mean... With the electricity... I can always find a way, but with this, I'm not so sure. Next floor. go there when I'm ready.
Warning. The facility's exterior
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
I didn't see any valves in there. It looked like an intentional gas leak. Yeah, look at that. It's been... Now, why would that gas be there?
running diagnostics check. Piping integrity stable.
Anomaly detected.
Pressure registering.
Access granted.
Diagnostic sequence complete.
I'm sorry, but it's our protocol. We don't have any indication of maintenance work scheduled in this area until later this evening.
I was supposed to start in the west side corridor and work my way over to here. Reports of higher than expected.
Running diagnostics check in sector 11759.
So I started it instead.
Diagnostic
Unit
sequence
7182. Confirmed. East corridor. 3rd floor. Checks out.
No need for the shotgun. Sorry, maintenance worker. Confirmation. Joseph been able to change the work order. Go to the east corridor. Fumigation's ready. Yeah.
Anomaly detected.
This is a trap.
Access granted.
I mean, look at that. If I ended up going for the red one, I would have completed it anyway, and I wouldn't be able to get the thing that's right there, so it's a fool's errand. Hey, at least I get some bonus points, so that makes up for it.
Running diagnostics check in sector 11482. Diagnostic sequence complete.
what this is for. Doesn't seem to be anything.
Diagnostic check of telecommunications commencing.
That's where I was before. I'm guessing this is the office for Shadow Child's friend. Place the figurine.
Shadow Child, that thing you wanted me to do in the blade, it's
Go
done.
figure.
1,000,000 thank yous. You know, Leona is the head engineer. You might find something useful on her computer. The password is trust no one, or at least it used to be.
Thanks.
Buona fortuna, Mr. Jensen. Ciao.
Ciao. I hope we see her again. She seems nice. World-class data centers. Sao Paulo, that's where my dad is from. New York, Chicago, Kansas City, Silicon Valley, Seattle, Calgary, Toronto, Chicago, New York, Iceland, London, Amsterdam, Shanghai, Hong Kong. Hong Kong is a bit of trouble right now. Fucking commies in Beijing are trying to put a stranglehold down there. Singapore.
Fumigation system is currently active in the west side maintenance corridor on the 3rd floor. Please stay clear of the area until further notice.
Trust. No. 1. Address change. Rocco's been out of the picture for a month. Can you believe they blamed his logs and stressing over what could have happened if the Human Restoration Act passed? Is the reason why he's cheating on me? I'm done with augmented men, no matter how cute I think they are. Too much emotional baggage. Ugh. Forgot to mention I moved last week. Could you change my address? Server error. Not a bad record. 209. Tarvos warning.
Diagnostic sequence complete.
Morning fruit warning.
Well, this is interesting, Pritchard.
What?
I found a log that says the vacuum defense system in the chamber where Simona Saradakis died might have been manually triggered.
Need I remind you that you're there to gain access to Santos data, not play detective? I suggest you get a move on.
Inspect chamber 209. Found only one error in the ghost database. Not a bad record. It's been running non-stop for 7 years. Says the defense system in the chamber were activated to authorize human maintenance work was underway. According to the log data, system was triggered with manual override. Didn't know that was even possible. Turns out the error occurred around the same time that Saradakis woman died. Report this from our looking at old information. Yup. Inspect chamber 209. It's above.
Running diagnostics check. Water temperature fluctuation is within acceptable parameters. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Moment to fight back. Mustache was obviously the leader. Once he took off his mask, the first distinguishing feature was the mustache. He did most of the talking and seemed the oldest of the group. Dark brown eyes and an augment in his face. Eye size was the driver. His eye color was shade of blue. Could occasionally see in the morning sky. He had black curly hair and was the youngest of the group. Around my age, seemed to follow Mustache's every move, like he was learning from Mustache. Bulldog face was the brute. His face filled with scars and wrinkles. This was the man who picked me up off the ground and put me in the van. I was scared of him. Break room. Went through all through here. Have not been over there. Tarvo security office.
Running diagnostics check.
Confirmed. Hey, so what happened last week? I read the report.
Piping
It must have been
integrity
exciting.
stable.
You almost had another
Water
death.
pressure registering
A
within
new Palisade
normal
employee
parameters.
tried to access a level 5 area with their level 1 passport.
Security system seems straight, though.
Yeah, you should have seen it. Guy nearly soiled his trousers right then and there when the mechanic emerged.
And it's a good thing he didn't persist either. The paperwork would have been endless.
Well, at least we know the new system works just fine. Oh, sorry, gents. That reminds me. I have something that needs verifying.
Security systems active. Confirmed.
Updated. As you were.
Temperature readings in server chamber area are within acceptable parameters. Cooling systems functioning
I want to see
All clear, all quiet. Confirm.
Confirmed. Might have heard something. Come on.
Make it quick.
When in doubt, look for something to throw.
Saw something. Stand by.
Keep it down.
Running diagnostics check. 1, 1, 4, 2. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Look for any secretaries. Sniper rifle I don't need. Shotgun I don't need. Revolver ammo, I guess. Even though I don't really have anything to use it on yet. That's a cool loading mechanic. You just split it in half. I wonder if there are real life revolvers that do that. Battle rifle.
Corridor on the 3rd floor. Please stay clear of the area until further notice.
Laser sight. Semi-auto hair trigger. To avoid any bugs, I'm gonna start deleting some saves. Or create a new save. No.
Access granted.
Jackie had an incident here in Blade 1, missing passport. Front desk was warned to keep an eye out for it.
Warning. The facility's
Work orders
exterior
tonight.
maintenance hatch is open. Routine maintenance of structure.
Great job,
exterior
Simon Whitaker. Oh, another Whitaker. Important ones. Lieutenant Simon Whitaker. Oh wait, maybe it is the same Whitaker. The one that we interrogated in the previous DLC.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Running diagnostics check in sector 11759.
Access granted.
Diagnostic sequence complete.
Anomaly detected.
Diagnostic check
Access
and
granted.
communications commencing.
Blade security code. Sarvo security office at Blade 1 to 1107. Something called extraneous socializing. Oh, nothing on the... No laser grid check? That's odd.
Commencing diagnostics check. Air purification system is operating at normal capacity. Diagnostic sequence complete.
I already went across there, didn't I? Yeah, I did.
Diagnostic check of hydraulic systems commencing.
Server chamber 209.
Hey, what's with all these boxes?
Didn't you see the updated report? Delivery guys put the shipment's new server parts in the wrong place. Said it wasn't their job.
209. 209. It's not showing up on the thing for whatever reason.
Running diagnostics check in sector 1148. Diagnostics
Do not have the heart to tell him to go away. One of the drawbacks of having my office across from Tarvos' security room.
Well, perhaps you should tell him to stop. Those little gifts he leaves for you will run him into the ground before you even go on a single date with him.
All right. I will. Soon.
Running diagnostics check. Water temperature fluctuation.
Sorry. Sorry, lady.
Diagnostic sequence complete.
Can't have anyone witnessing nothing.
Move the arrow.
She wouldn't leave the computer. Nor would my takedown come up, so zappity zap. I know, I'm awful. Why do you watch me? Another ebook. Digital protection. All data stored in our servers is protected from outside intrusions by our property firewall known as the Lava Wall, created by Oshiro himself. Ever-evolving shield aggressively identifies and attacks any hacker who makes an attempt to breach it. No one's broken into the building and made it out alive. The past year, not one thief has ever attempted to break in. Criminals around the world know the bank is serious when it comes to defending the assets of their customers. Kill mode, automated defenses, and environmental hazards inside the blades are always ready to eliminate anyone who suspiciously goes where they do not belong. First example of this is Simonis Saradakis, former employee, distinction between the first attempted thief and killed by personal defenses. Yeah, all a load of bullshit from what we can gather so far. Yeah, they used an innocent woman's death unless they planned it, which I wouldn't be surprised about either.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Just go for the red one. Huh, stopped it.
Access granted.
I guess if there's more than one red, it stops it or something. Files on Palisade. Sorry, Mr. Sonic. Hello, Mr. Sonic. Sorry, my English. Room server. Someone speak Russian. Name is Lord John Powell IV. Lord John Powell III. Access to a folder within the British Royal Chamber at Palisade number 1. Father's conditions. Father's passing. Exploit. Can examine my lineage or consult the law office of Harris, Lord, and Barrington in London, England. My father's conditions deteriorating by the day, and we are currently entangled in a tiff with my father's first cousin as to whether we are considered blood relatives or not. Facts are, you can check my lineage, my father's lineage yourself. So I was trying to, Lord John Powell IV, the Duke of Middlesbrough. Legal streaming. So, trouble and royalty.
Temperature readings in server chamber area are within acceptable parameters. Cooling systems functioning normally.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Vatican lawyer access. Non-responsive client. Lucy, I'm in a jam at Miss Rosenthal situation. Reported her missing as of 2 months ago. Outstanding fees. Made clear after her death the entire constant Voltor to be deleted. Never put provisions for her going missing. Access to the files. Toilets memo. Clogged due to a massive and excessive use of toilet paper. Ugh. New fragrance rule.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Updated defense systems. Deluxe, Elite, Ultra. Thomas Sonic. Information. Client log problem.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Travel Express problem. Foreign data stick. Mr. Cunningham shows foreign data stick last week.
Warning.
Compromised integrity.
The facility's exterior maintenance hatch is open. Routine
Morning
maintenance
fruit
of structure
morning
exterior
fruit warning. That there isn't fruit left in the baskets on the 3rd floor. Most people are not in yet. Limit yourself to 1. Daycare services.
The facility's exterior maintenance hatch is now closed.
How do I get in here? Probably has to do with that vent, how much you want to bet. Or we could hack it from here. This is gonna be a big one. A lot of stuff in it, though.
Commencing diagnostics check.
Anomaly
Air
detected.
purification system is
Trace
operating.
program initiated.
Diagnostic sequence complete.
Access granted.
That went better than expected. Turn off the grid. One of the grids, anyway. That's one. There's still a couple more. Probably circle around. How much you want to bet that's what this vent is for? I hope.
Temperature readings in server chamber area are within acceptable parameters. Cooling systems functioning normally.
I don't get why we have to wear all this heavy shit down here. When's the last time we had to take any action on this assignment?
Well,
Running diagnostic
let me think about
checks
that.
in sector
Oh, that's right.
11482.
I'd much rather be on patrol around the lobby.
Got it.
At least there's a possibility of something happening up there.
That worked. They can't see me. That way, now I can do what I need.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Yippee!
Running diagnostics check in sector 11759. Diagnostic sequence complete.
There's another one. Don't know where to turn it off, though.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
The facility's exterior maintenance.
Need to let loose.
Routine maintenance of
Great
structures
job.
underway.
This is part of a standard defense system. Moment of silence. Toilets memo. What is Lazarus ranting about this time?
Access granted.
Delayed progress. We push demo plan and give him 2 weeks from now. Non-lethal options.
Communications commencing.
Non-lethal security features. A little surprised we were mandated to develop non-lethal security features for server chambers. A long time ago. Vision benefits, files in the office. Flies in the office, excuse me.
Commencing diagnostics check. Air purification system is operating at normal capacity. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Fucking firewall. Check classes restarting very soon. Gina Shrankova. Sense sensors coming along nicely. Server question. AI core defense program.
Running diagnostics.
So all the extra servers not available.
Piping integrity stable. Water pressure registering within normal parameters. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Okay, so I need to go back around to the other one since it doesn't look like there's a way to turn these off unless I do the hacking thing, which is a possibility. I'm gonna try it. It's not coming on. It must not be remote hackable. I need to go around it. Well, going around it I will, I suppose. Gonna reload it so that way I won't have spent the praxis points needlessly when I don't need it. Oh, this should have been in the main game. This should have been in the main game, and I won't have to worry about this shit. Ugh. Stupid. gonna have to go around it. What else was there in this hall, in this room? Client management department. I already went in there, if I recall correctly. Yep. So I can't disable the central one like I'd like. I should have done these computers before, but I wanted to see if, you know, they had a view of me over there and I didn't want to risk it. And I thought I could disable the whole room, but apparently not. Typhoon, useless to me. Ivana Rakova.
Cooling systems functioning normally.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Heat sensors. Pointing out the flaw in our design. Now impossible for anyone to get by them. Where's Pavel? It's late again. Need him to look into the electrical problem on the second floor. He's been going to Zatopek Bar more frequently since he was demoted. Kinney in the boxes. Morton Kinney will be out for at least 2 weeks. Handling to update the server chamber and its drives.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Water temperature fluctuation is within acceptable parameters. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Access granted.
Where are you? Need you to investigate an electrical problem. Kinney in the boxes again. Daycare services again. Seems to be everything.
In the west side maintenance corridor on the 3rd floor. Please stay clear of the area until further notice.
Yeah, I can't turn off the wires from here or over there. Wait a minute. Could I have been able to... Ah, crap. I could have just crawled through over the pipes right here. I'm an idiot. Ugh. I'm a fool. Foolish fool. It looked small, so it looked too small to crawl on, so I ignored it. But then I looked at it again, and I'm like, could I have done that? And yep, didn't even have to
Exterior maintenance hatch is open. Routine maintenance of structure exterior.
go on the thing.
Running diagnostics check in sector 11482.
Clean patrol.
Diagnostic sequence complete.
Go!
And none the wiser. Where am I in relation to everything else? Where's Chamber 209? I've been all over the place, and I've yet to see it. Maybe it's all the way up there, and that's why. It's on the way. That must be why.
You've been silent for some time, Jensen. Where are you?
Getting lonely, Francis. I'm at the funicular.
I see. So you found the client registry in the executive suite?
Not yet.
Are you insane? You'll be looking for the proverbial needle in a haystack without it. I strongly suggest you turn around.
Running diagnostics check. Piping integrity stable. Water pressure registering within...
It's got a nice office, whoever it is.
Diagnostic sequence complete.
He's even got his own little hydroponics chambers lining the walls.
Running diagnostics check in sector 117559. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Ashani Talwar, so this is her office. Well, she's got good taste, I'll give her that.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Commencing diagnostics check.
Access granted.
I'm not gonna get whatever that was. Lieutenant Simon Whitaker, no words can probably express how sorry I am to hear about the loss of security guard Sean Timmons. I was at Blade 4 2 hours prior to this tragedy. Third time in 18 months someone from your company has chosen to use our automated defenses as a means to take their own lives. Shocked me that it haunts me now. Oh, so we committed suicide. Said a few months before that I said each time see one of your suicidal employees decides to use their defense against themselves, grief counseling is not enough. It does very little to prevent this from happening again. Don't yet know why Mr. Timmons did what he did. It's fair to say anybody who does this has a tangible emotional problem. Must be signs of this instability before he took desperate measures to end his life. We're looking at a pattern of self-inflicted carnage by your employees in our buildings. 20 report of employee discipline at Blade number 1. Antonin Baba, Miroslav Stelnik, Isabella Trebliska. Serving suspensions. Antonin, employee considered vital but toxic. Placement candidates being interviewed. Miroslav, employee work retaining. Isabella, nothing else. London itinerary.
Running diagnostics check. Water temperature fluctuations.
Teresa, your proposal's excellent. Think it looks like you took many requests and packaged it a simpler way. Organizational flowchart still has many types of layers of approval. Flowchart, blah blah blah. Names of companies we're selling. Acquired by these new companies. Switch our strategic investments to our Cayman Island division. Revisit the idea of having a British Virgin Islands and Bermuda presence. VersaLife, Soloto, Picus Group, Tarvos. 209 is Taeyong Medical. Oi! Santel Group, 204. Steiner Beasley, Tulwarink, Bitral Royal. 209, Taeyong Medical. Why am I not surprised that everything points back to Taeyong Medical? Dull surprise.
Pritchard, looks like the bank's founders are buying and selling a lot of shell companies and masking the transactions.
Okay. How exactly does that help us locate Santos' server chamber?
I'm not doing this just for you and your client, Francis. Something else is going on here. I want to know what it is. Besides, I already found the location. Chamber 204.
Then why are you not in it yet? Take the funicular. It's the only way up.
Yes, Mr. Smarty Pants, I know that.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Are you kidding me? Ugh. She's a pretty looking one. CEO of the Palisade Bank, mother of two. Multifaceted global celebrity. Darker version of Talor, ruthless, manipulative monster on the relentless quest to retain her wealth. Okay then, I take it back then. Pretty face with an evil side. And a very, very, very evil side. Oh. Ruthless, manipulative, relentless monster, getting for more power, blah blah blah. Married to a short little Japanese man with a penchant for bloodshed.
Pritchard, looks like the bank's founders are buying and selling a lot of shell companies and masking the transactions.
Okay. How exactly does that help us locate Santos' server chamber?
I'm not doing this just for you and your client, Francis. Something else is going on here. I want to know what it is. Besides, I already found the location. Chamber 204.
Then why are you not in it yet? Take the funicular. It's the only way up.
Hey, you said to go here. What do you want, man?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
That went much better. So, inspect 209.
We need a timeout. A temporary separation of the class. So we can clear the air and reevaluate.
Temperature readings from server chamber area are within acceptable parameters. Cooling systems functioning normally.
Unequivocally false.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. denied.
What? Come on. Ugh. I'm tempted to use a multi-tool on it.
Pritchard, looks like the bank's founders are buying and selling a lot of shell companies and masking the transactions.
Okay. How exactly does that help us locate Santos' server chamber?
I'm not doing this just for you and your client, Francis. Something else is going on here. I want to know what it is. Besides, I already found the location. Chamber 204.
Then why are you not in it yet? Take the funicular. It's the only way up.
Acceptable ground. Cooling systems functioning normally.
And it's a pleasure to speak with you too, Eliza. Listen, I know opponents are saying... Restoration Act will step back. The devastating social justice warriors failed to see the obvious with everything on brand. The risk of being augmented natural. So why?
Anomaly detected.
Come on.
Trace program initiated.
The facility's exterior maintenance hatch is open. Routine maintenance of structure exterior underway.
Fuck this. I'm not gonna waste my time with this one. I'm just gonna use the hacking tool. Come on, game. Load faster. Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna use the multi-tool. If I can find the multi-tool. There it is.
Looks like the bank's founders are buying and selling a lot of shell companies and masking the transactions.
Okay. How exactly does that help us locate Santos' server chamber?
I'm not doing this just for you and your client, Francis. Something else is going on here. I want to know what it is. Besides, I already found the location. Chamber 204.
Then why are you not in it yet? Take the funicular. It's the only way up.
That was it? A revolver? Another one?
Anomaly detected.
Oh, fuck you.
Trace program initiated.
Temperature readings in server chamber area are within acceptable parameters. Cooling systems functioning normally.
Access granted.
Okay. That's done, all that's done. No need for any more of this nonsense. Power 2 out of 3. Going up. Way up.
Pritchard, you'll be happy to know I'm on the funicular and headed to Santos server chamber.
Oh, look at that.
Good. Once you're inside, all you'll have to do is insert the passport into the server. Don't remove it until I disconnect. The system will track my location if you do.
I have to get to the chamber first, Francis. Shadow
This is
Child said
awesome.
there are heat sensors that can see me even when cloaked.
You know you love a challenge. We're in the bottom of the 9th, Jensen. Time to hit it home.
This is cool. That was an awesome view going up like
Running
that.
diagnostics check.
Heat sensors. Great. Cameras and turrets equipped with heat eye sensors are the latest and most cutting edge to be used against defensive technology, to be used against in the Palisade blade, scanning for changes in temperature. Heat eye sensors are able to identify unauthorized personnel faster than any other defense in a side-by-side test. Heat eye sensors are able to identify intruders 0.7 times faster than our current top-of-the-line video and motion detection sensors. Even if an intruder was to become invisible through the use of an augmentation, heat eye sensors would identify them. Working to improve the system even further, when complete, we'll be able to register microfractional changes in temperature around existing heat sources within range of the sensors. Heat eye was developed internally by the Palisade Bank Corporation's Research and Development Lab, which is spearheaded by Nikola Pigonska and Masaki Oshiro. We believe the heat eye sensor is a welcome addition to the to the Palisade family of defensive products, and will continue to give our clients peace of mind for years to come. Yeah, they missed it right there.
Heat detection system in server chamber area is registering normal temperature fluctuations. Heat detection system.
This is tricky. Uh-oh. Robots. I hate robots.
Alert. Unauthorized.
Shit. Well, they weren't kidding, it was that good. I want to try and be as sneaky as possible. So cloaking is going to be completely useless here. So there's no reason to use it. What the fuck do I do? know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with regards to these.
Alert.
Come on. I don't know what to do. These heat cameras are utterly broken, and I don't have an augment, in, as far as I know, in my systems that can remedy this situation. What the fuck? Wait, I get it. Be near these heat blocks so that they don't know I'm there. That must be it. I think I may have figured it out. That's actually kind of brilliant. Use heat sources to mask mine. Kind of a design flaw there. Kind of I gotta admit, that's actually kind of brilliant. Okay, now I know what to do. I can much more easily sneak through everything and get stuff I'm missing. Okay, so they thought of a way to bypass it, which is cool. That makes sense. Come on, Ed 209, turn around. Shit. Well, I almost made it. Because I really wanted to get everything in that room, and I'm an OCD SOB. Wait a minute. I have EMP rounds, right? Locked hatch. Damn it. I really hate this. Annoying. There's a hatch right there with a lock somewhere that I don't know. I should probably just ignore those parts. They're probably not worth much at this point. Never mind, I got him. Okay.
Commencing with systems check in server chamber 204.
Two. 09. This is gonna be a really difficult area, isn't it? Unless I can turn it all off.
Running diagnostics check.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Diagnostic
Access granted.
Cameras.
Running diagnostic
Disabled, disabled.
11482. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Two 209, 201, 105. Turn off the drones. Holy crap, that's a big one.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Get a bunch of data right here.
Access granted.
Jackpot. 106, 100, 204. 204 again. Turn off that drone. Turn that off. Turn that off. Turn all of that off. And we are good to go. And I got a fresh praxis point out of it. No need for that headache when I can just hack all of them and turn them off. Thank you, Lord. Biggest tip I can give to anyone who's trying to get into Deus Ex, Human Revolution, and Mankind Divided, start with hacking. Hacking, hacking. And then work your try to balance yourself from there. You'll be a lot better off, trust me.
Running diagnostics check in sector 11759. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Nothing else in here. Whoa. Motherboards.
Running diagnostics check. Piping integrity stable. Water pressure registering within normal parameters. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Disabled the drone, so now it can't bother me.
Commencing diagnostics check. Air purification system is operating at normal capacity. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Can I remote hack that? I wonder. I don't think I can. Unless, maybe. No, I cannot do it. I wanted to see if I could make a praxis point with it, but it looks like I can't.
Diagnostics check of hydraulic systems commencing.
Picus group. There's one on the bottom floor.
Temperature readings in server chamber area are within acceptable parameters. Cooling systems functioning normally.
So Loto.
Caution. The air fumigation system is currently active in the west side maintenance corridor on the 3rd floor.
Well, I'm not getting the alarm bonus because I don't have the remote hacking, which again would have been rectified had they bled it into the main game. I know, I keep harping, I know, I'm sorry. It's just so easy to nitpick a design decision as blatantly lazy as this. It really is.
11482. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Now he can't look at me.
Running diagnostics check.
Tarvo security.
Water temperature fluctuation is within acceptable parameters. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Explorer. Steiner something Industries. I can't read it. Giesl. I don't know. The font is too confusing to me. What we have here? Machine pistol and an EMP could be useful. There was an EMP in that one van in back of the alleyway, but I passed it up on second on reload. Wasn't worth it, especially since I don't have the remote hacking to rectify the problem. A lot of data. Authorized passport. What? 209.
Diagnostics check of telecommunications commencing.
Okay, where am I in regards to the others? Versa life. $209. Optional. What's this? Nico Saradakis. Nico, I'm sorry about this morning. I found something at work that is really stressing me out, and I took it out on you. I found a bug in the system we created that is temporarily moving all of our clients' new data to Blade mainframe. I don't know what that is, but Oshiro seems to have a lot on his mind since I reported it to him. I'll tell you all about tonight over dinner. I'm tired of keeping my work life a secret between us. I will head home as soon as I'm done looking into a maintenance issue that Oshiro assigned to me at the last minute. It's funny, the issue is in Chamber 209. Wasn't that the address of our first branch cut off? She died right there.
I got a bad feeling about this, Pritchard. According to an email I just found, Masaki Oshiro ordered Saradakis to run maintenance in the chamber that killed her.
Shadow Child was right then. There is a lot going on inside that bank. Finish the mission and we'll see what we can do about it.
Is within acceptable parameters. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Tai Young Medical. Always Tai Young Medical. How do I get inside that vault? Passport reader.
Running diagnostics check in sector 1. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Oshiro's computer. I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something. And I've been just about everywhere in the whole DLC. Santow.
Commencing diagnostics check.
Okay, Pritchard. The passport's plugged into Santos' server. You getting anything?
Hang on. I'm accessing the file. It's empty. I mean, the data was here, but it's been moved. Looks like to some kind of mainframe.
Is Palisade stealing Santos' files?
We need to find that mainframe. The data's being sent there through a private workstation. Masaki Oshiro's.
Okay.
The transfer is using micro-connection, so it must be near you. Find it, and you'll find the mainframe.
It'll probably require a higher security clearance.
I'll upgrade the passport while I'm linked to it. Just
Really?
give me a second. Then you can remove it.
Well, that's convenient.
Okay, Jensen. I'm out.
Okay. Now I got it. Okay. So it worked out. I didn't have to reload all the way back to Lord knows where. That makes things a bit on the better side. Ah, Pritchard, how I miss you. With your convenient technobabble.
Access granted.
So it all worked out. Saki Oshiro, really? Security rating of 1? He must have been that confident in his security systems on the outside. He thought, no one's gonna even try to break in. It's upgraded to hell and back. No one will dare try. Well, if someone did try and he slacked on this regard.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
11482. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Access granted.
Hacker report. Still at large. Shadow Child. Janus of the Collective. Elliot. Castle Freaks Malta. Pervisoid. Castle Freaks USA. Swelling Town the Collective in the Bahamas. Housecat. Flophouse 3 Cuba. Lowit. Show World Moldavia. Anowake. Blah blah blah. MK off the Collective. Baba Yaga 50, unaffiliated. Baba Yaga is literally right under their noses. 43 of 58 hackers identified. Activity among the remaining decreased severely. Castle Freaks is a newer group. No connection to Baba Yaga 50. Antonin Baba. Nikos Saridakis. You will pay! Hello, scum. When I confronted you outside of your mansion, I saw the look in your eyes. I can read people. You lied to my face. You started like a man carrying guilt. I will not accept any of the money you are throwing at me. I don't need it. Even though you took my Simona from me, my business brings me more than enough to live a good life. Justice is coming for you. Evil people like you try to outrun justice and pay it off, but one day, I know it will get you. And it will hit you so hard you wish you were dead too. I wish an incurable disease on you. May the name Saradakis haunt you for the rest of your days. You tell it, buddy. Masaki, 3 employees arrested to work around for Firewall Stream, sporting event while at work. Code created by employees is no longer a threat. Claimed it was used a foreign memory stick. Claimed it was a mistake. Did not contain malicious software. Leona Rozalova. I didn't see anything here. Investigates the death. Investigate. Let me double check where to find the clues. I'm just double checking.
Voice recognition is ready.
Masaki Oshiro.
Voice analysis in progress. Unauthorized voice detected. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Search for a sample of his voice. Ah, here's something.
Down. I can see the headline. Masaki Oshiro and his life's work now worthless. Dowd knew everything. He even knew details about Saridakis' death.
I think Stanton made a lucky guess and your reaction sealed it. It doesn't matter. We're on their radar now. That's what matters. Not some dead body.
But they want complete access to everyone's files. We only look at client files when we make investments. Adding the people that Dowd represents to our insider trading scheme doesn't make it safe.
Just think of what we will get in return from them.
You're missing the point, Ashani. They'd have total access.
Are you still recording? I swear, I don't understand why you insist on...
Murder, he wrote. So we got all of them now. Okay. So it was like, I'm looking at it, it's like behind boxes in the office. Okay. Then I go to this thing to see if it does anything. And I'm like, okay, find a voice recording, and just on a hunch, I moved the boxes and bam, there it is. I'm not used to having to move stuff. Usually it's everything I'm looking for is right there in the open, but nope. Sometimes I guess I gotta move stuff. So, I got it. I got everything. Good, that makes me happy. And since I got everything, I will save.
Voice recognition is ready.
Masaki Oshiro.
Voice analysis in progress. Voice recognition confirmed. Welcome, Mr. Oshiro.
Pritchard, Oshiro and Talwar have been engaging in insider trading. That's why data's being moved. I think Simona Saradakis caught on to them.
And they killed her to shut her up?
The recording I found mentioned a Stanton Dowd who might also be involved.
Get me connected to the mainframe. Maybe I can find out more when I'm inside.
We gotta go inside a mainframe again. Look at that. So much data, so much info. All at the tips of their fingers.
Richard, what's it looking like on your end?
We were right. Santos' files are here. I'm gonna extract what I need. Shit. Jensen! The AI core is cutting off my communications.
Uh-oh.
Richard?
Car's trapped, Jensen. I can't get to the exit. Shadow Child. She may be...
Foreign virus detected. Destroying source.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh. We gotta go in. We gotta go into the net.
Shadow Child, I've got a situation. I lost contact with Nuclear Snake and the NSN.
Or
The
not.
security system fried the passport.
What? That's bad. Very, very bad. Without the passport's signal, our friend's avatar has no way out of the NSN. They'll be able to use its signature to pinpoint his location.
Is there something I can do? There's an NSN chair here connected to the mainframe.
Really? Yes. I might be able to open a gateway for him if I hack into the Palisades network using your infolink frequency.
You can do that?
I might be the only hacker in history who can, but now is not the time for bragging. Just sit in the chair and I'll do the rest.
Well, too hot to handle, Trophy. Well, we're going back into the Matrix, folks. Let's do it.
Shadow Child, I'm in. I don't have eyes on Nuclear Snake's avatar.
This is incredible. Mr. Jensen, the Palisades mainframe is unlike any NSN server I've seen before. Sorry. Okay. From what I can tell, you're in a partition of the mainframe server. I see traces of 2 avatars in the code. The other one must be our friend.
Yeah, that's a lot of triangles and squares.
I see him, Shadow Child. His avatar is out of reach. Doesn't seem like I can communicate with him.
That's because the Palisades virtual defense systems are interfering with his connections. If you extract the program from the data towers in this server, it should disable the system's hold on him.
Sounds easy enough.
I took the liberty of applying a few augments to your avatar that may come in handy. In the meantime, I'll work on opening a gateway for him to use as an exit point.
Really? Well, I can't access my main menu, so... Ooh. This is cool. Oh!
The mainframe's defense system is the toughest I've ever encountered. The AI core is adapting and fighting back every attempt I make to open the gateway.
Keep at it. I'm still working on extracting the data from these towers.
I wonder, is there... I seem to go and infinite directions. I can't turn on my main menu. Well, this is pretty trippy. System rift. Whoops.
This isn't working, Mr. Jensen. The Blade's AI core is thinking too fast, preventing me from creating a stable gateway into the mainframe.
We need another way then.
And I may have one. I can create a hole in the outer defenses and invite a few of my Ripper friends to attack the client servers
There he
at
goes.
the same time.
Cause a distraction elsewhere. The AI looks away from the mainframe. Smart.
I should warn you. Nuclear Snake will not be happy about it.
He doesn't get a vote. Do it.
Okay.
Yeah, Pritchard's kind of egotistical that way. This is interesting. Ooh, pretty data stream colors. Yes. Holy shit. No. Gonna have to get a running start, I guess. Or just wait for it to come to me. There's the rest of it. But how do I get back, though? I guess I just... circle back the other way. Ah. I guess that worked. Either way. Extract the data trophy.
Sure as hell hope that's you.
I love how I'm gold.
Well, this look is an improvement, that's for sure. If it isn't obvious by now, our covert mission is screwed.
Yes,
Every
it
Ripper
is.
in the world is probably attacking the Blade servers as we speak.
Time and options were not on our side. Did you find what we were looking for?
Hopefully. I'll know after I start analyzing the files back in the real world.
Okay, I admit, as geometric as they look, this is cool. They look cool. Back in the real world.
Nuclear Snake is out. Shadow Child? Damn it.
Well, now what? My main menu's not coming back. What the? Wait a minute. I'm still on the system. I'm not out of the system. Look at this. I'm going in like in a loop. I don't know his password. What do I do? Wait a minute. Ah. Look at that. I just saw in the corner, like, why do I still have the eye aug? Like, that makes sense. Am I back in the real world? Is this Matrix shit over with? And the game is loading a triangle instead of the usual routine.
There you are, Mr. Jensen. I lost connection with you for a moment. Are you out of the NSN yet?
Yes, and so is Nuclear Snake.
Good. I've been working on an escape option for you. There is a maintenance hatch on the underside of the blade. It's a quick exit, but also a long drop to the river.
It's that or I leave the way I came in. Fight or fall, I guess.
Exactly. Get to your apartment. There are things we need to discuss. Shadow Child, you and I also need to talk. Privately.
Okay, Nukes. The mainframe door is open, Mr. Jensen. I'll keep working on getting that exterior hatch unlocked.
Thanks.
So that...
Oh, Shadow Child.
So that was what that hatch was for. Okay. So that was cool. Like, it was like the system tried to trap me, and I realized, wait a minute, I still have the thing on me, so I can find out where I am. Uh-oh. freaking thingamajig.
There is a maintenance hatch on the underside of the blade. It's a quick exit, but also a long drop to the river.
It's that or I leave the way I came in. Fight or fall, I guess.
Exactly. Get to your apartment. There are things we need to discuss. Shadow Child, you and I also need to talk. Privately.
Okay, the mainframe door is open, Mr. Jensen. I'll keep working on getting that exterior hatch unlocked.
Thanks.
Now, Shadow Child.
Turn around.
The exterior hatch is unlocked. Buona fortuna, Mr. Jensen.
I appreciate your help, but how are you still connected to the Blade systems?
Just be thankful that I am. And get out while you still can, my friend.
Cannonball. Well, that was quite the dip, wasn't it?
We meet again, Mr. Jensen.
How'd you find my house?
You made yourself at home.
You let yourself into my place, I let myself into yours. You know, you can tell a lot about a person by how clean they keep their home when they are not expecting visitors. I wonder what the police will think of mine.
You're sure they traced you then?
It's only a matter of time. What we accomplished tonight, punching through the Palisades' defenses, the breach is going to help us expose everyone's dirty little secrets.
Yeah, except it's not in the main game.
You mean you didn't close the hole you made?
Why would I? Besides, it's not possible. Word of what we did is spreading through the darknet like wildfire. Rippers will be attacking the Palisade servers day and night to get at the truth. This is a good thing, Mr. Jensen. It's what we wanted.
Rebuke, advise, or support. It's what you... This was a covert mission that was supposed to have a small footprint. You've jeopardized all of us. Rippers start hacking to the personal accounts of innocent individuals, invading people's privacy. Where does that leave us? Look forward to seeing what others find out.
Really? If Rippers start hacking into the personal accounts of innocent individuals, invading people's privacy, then where does that leave us?
That's a line real Rippers will never cross. We only target the people and companies who abuse the masses.
And how will you know for certain who those people are? You can't, unless you invade their right to privacy and become like them.
Privacy stopped being a right back when everyone started using free email accounts and smartphones. Look, I could go on a 2-hour rant about this subject, but I'm going to stop there. What's done is done.
Can't argue with that. Tell me something. Now that you don't have an apartment anymore, what's next?
My partner and I are debating. We're either moving to California wine country or Argentina.
They're both
One
shitty
thing is for sure,
decisions.
though, Shadow Child's time in Europe is over. And now I must go. Nuclear Snake is very upset about the breach. I think I will be mending fences with him for a long time. How do you tell someone like that they need therapy?
You don't.
Ciao, Mr. Jensen.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Well, it looks like you and I made it out cleanly, Jensen. The authorities haven't identified us.
Shadow Child might not be so lucky. She's leaving town.
Between you and me, I think she wanted things to trace back to her. There were other options. This was supposed to be a small investigation into Santo. Instead, thanks to her, we're responsible for the Woodstock of hacking.
She helped get you out. Regardless, you forgetting what we found out in there?
That Oshiro and Talwar murdered Simona Saradakis to keep their elaborate insider trading scheme from going public?
And that this Stanton Dowd person is blackmailing them to get access to every client's files. Did you find anything on him?
Only that there isn't much to go on. He's an old money trillionaire who's more skilled at breaking even than he is at making a profit.
There must be more, Pritchard. Oshiro seemed especially concerned about the people Dowd represents.
If you want me to, I'll keep digging. But right now, we're sitting on an open and shut case against the bank's founders.
Except we can't release the evidence ourselves because we obtained it illegally.
Precisely. So what do you think we should do about it?
Darknet, Widow's Lawyer, or destroy it. Let's release what we have on the Darknet. At least though it's a sham. Destroy it, come back to BIOS, or give it to the Widower's Lawyer.
What about Simona Saradakis' widower? I ran into him before I went into the Blade.
Seriously?
Still struggling to make sense of his wife's death. He had a hunch it was foul play. Let's hand the evidence off to his lawyer if he has one.
Interesting. It'll certainly wash our hands of the situation. But don't you think Saradakis and the Palisade Bank Corporation will settle out of court?
It's not about money for him. He wants to destroy Oshiro and Talwar. This will be the perfect weapon.
If you say so.
What about you and your client? Did you find anything incriminating in Santos' files?
Expose the truth,
I'm still
Trophy.
analyzing them. So far, their plans for Rabia look legitimate. The timetable seems very aggressive, though.
It has to be. If the Human Restoration Act passes, a lot of augmented people will have no choice but to move there.
That could be good or bad, depending. I hope it doesn't come to that, Jensen. For any of us.
Me neither. Well, as enjoyable as this little escapade of yours has been, I need to...
To get back to that moody loner thing you do so well. I understand completely. Besides, I have a report to file with my client.
Clean sweep trophy also.
You know, Jensen, this may be the last time we ever work together. Assuming, of course, you don't get yourself half killed, saving the world again, and call on me to
Goodbye, Francis.
He's like, shut up. Let me get back to my ball game. Take care of yourself, indeed. Huh. Well, damn. Well, that was actually a good DLC. I'm impressed. Yeah, if Missing Link was the big, was a good in-between story expansion for the last game, this was a good one for this game. So yeah, that started off as a seeming investigation into Santo, only to spiral out of control into foul play and among other batshit insane banking, corporate espionage, foul play, and a bit of the Matrix involved. Well, that was longer than I expected. Well, I have to say, this was a damn good expansion level. I really liked it. Starts off with its own little neighborhood with a couple of bitchy thugs to get rid of. And by get rid of, I mean knock them out. And then, getting into the Palisade Bank, which is that structure that we kept seeing in the main game, and finally have something to do with it. Sneaking into it, you have this new security system, which is totally different. You have to, exploit the environment to mask yourself. Side missions, lots of those. And really adds, shows off more to the story. And again, that is still my biggest problem with these DLCs. They were not implemented into the main story properly. They took the lazy route and just put them off into its own thing, when they both would have served as nice, branches to the main plot to further fill everything in. The Tong Si Hong and mission, DLC mission was done that way in Human Revolution. And when they did the director's cut, they added missing links seamlessly into the main game without having to make it its own thing like the original version of it was. You'd think Eidos and Squeenix would have learned that lesson, but no, they didn't. They, instead of, I can understand the prison one. Wait a minute.
Criminals may have achieved the impossible in Prague earlier this week. A break-in at the most secure data archiving facility in the world. Eyewitness reports of suspicious activity outside one of the Palisade Bank Corporation's iconic Blade facilities have been fueling rumors that a break-in occurred. Meanwhile, a local lawyer claims to have new evidence proving that the bank's founders, Ashani Talwar and Masaki Oshiro, may have been behind the death of one of their employees, Simona Saradakis. If true, the husband and wife team have a lot to account for.
Oh yeah, they're going to hell.
This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus.
That was cool. And yeah, as I was saying, yeah, I can understand the Prison Break prequel DLC, A Criminal Past, I think it's called, being separate, but not this. Not this, nor the Desperate Measures one. Yeah, I gotta admit, as much as I really like this game, the post-launch treatment that Squeenix gave Mankind Divided, it has been terrible. They expected a game based on an already niche franchise, to make mega numbers, when they should have tempered their expectations and just been like, okay, we're publishing a game based on a franchise that has never really been known, that while celebrated, has never been known to be, Call of Duty numbers, but let's pressure them into doing it, and then once it fails, the expected results, well, I'm almost done, and once it fails, the results we wanted it, as expected, we're just gonna shit can the whole game. And never do anything with it for as long as possible. And then we'll have said developers make a game for Marvel that literally anyone could have made. Yeah, I'm still pissy about it. Sue me. But yeah, I really... horrible game placement aside, I really enjoyed it. I liked meeting up with Pritchard again. Him and his snark. I also love the redesign they gave him. He looks a lot better in this game than he did in Human Revolution. He really did. Like, that was a good update they gave him. And I like that we got to see meet other new characters and even solve some side mysteries that we had seen, mentioned either in conversation or in the various computers and pocket secretaries picked up throughout the main storyline. And it was practically almost a game in and of itself, just like the Missing Link one was. So, yeah, I don't really have, other than how it was treated with regards to how it was placed into the game, I don't have much complaints about it. If anything, I would say it's probably the better of the two, Desperate Measures and System Rift, not counting Criminal Past, since this is technically a prequel story, but between these two, I think System Rift is the best of the two. Starts off with the neighborhood, checking out the clues, Then once you go in, you have all the, you got the plate into the blade. You have the playground of exploiting various obstacles and doing various side objectives, and getting a heaping helping of trophies in the process. So yeah, I really liked System Rift. And of course, it's through there that we're given a taste of Breach, which is a multiplayer mode, and a very, from what I understand, very pointless one. Like, Ion Storm tried a multiplayer Deus Ex game, Project Snowblind. Nobody cared about it, so what made you think that people were going to care about a multiplayer mode in this game when the resources that were put into that would have been better served for serving the single player? So yeah, more things to complain about on top of what the stuff to praise about, but I'm me, what can I say? So yeah, I enjoyed the storyline of System Rift. I enjoyed the characters. I appreciated the nice little twists in the gameplay. Like, you think you're out of the Matrix, but no, you're going through an infinite loop until you look down and realize, wait a minute, I have the C power to find the clue to get out of there. So, it was a nice little twist, among everything else. And just a nice heaping helping of more cyberpunk stuff happening that was just awesome. So, other than my repeated quipping on a certain issue, I really did like it. And when I come back, we will do the third and final one, Criminal Past. Now, I expect this one to be considerably longer than System Rift, considering the promotion that what little there was done for this one, especially where trailers were concerned. So I'll either get to, well, tomorrow's my long day, so I likely won't be able to get to it, but if I do, expect a couple of, at least a couple of parts for it. Kind of like how this one was. Like, I didn't expect System Rift to go as long as it did. I was honestly expecting it to be as long as Desperate Measures was, but no, it ended up being longer than I expected. But either way, it's done. I'm happy with it, despite the rather lazy and abysmal development circumstances surrounding it. But anyway, all good. So I enjoyed it. Hope you guys watching enjoyed it. And when I come back later, we'll do the third and final one. And after that, we will, for an indefinite amount of time, be done with Deus Ex Mankind Divided. And praying to God that a third one gets made. Oh man. Oh man. Well, third, I mean fifth, because, come on, I really want a resolution to Adam Jensen's story. In a game. Don't take the lazy route with a novel or a comic, please. Ugh, the gaming industry these days is so fucking broken, I swear. In desperate, it really needs a crash. It really needs a wake-up call. Ugh. So, I'm gonna go, give me and my rants a rest, and I'll leave y'all to simmer in the awesomeness of the game. So, have a good night. Hope you liked it. Be back later. Peace.